Match day 2 of the Euros 2024 is already underway, and we had some very good scores. Let's discuss them and let's see what we should prepare for match day 3. So, first of all, the transfers that I've made, I brought in Wirtz, Bellingham, and this guy Swiderski from Poland. He is the guy that got injured while celebrating a goal in the last preseason game, but he is now back into the squad, and that's why he's into the frame. He's 5.5. Yeah, I had a little bit of a saved money there, but I just couldn't pick anyone else. Picking words in the hand side might have been a mistake. I was deliberating between Mbappe and Jorginho out for Kramaric and Bellingham, or should I bring Wirtz, Bellingham, and a cheap striker in place of Soboslai, Jorginho, and Mbappe. And I chose the latter. And yeah, it was a mistake, especially with the captaincy. When I make a transfer, especially for a hit, I tend to captain that. That's my FPL strategy. And that's the reason why I captained him. In hindsight, as you can see, Mittelstadt and Gundogan, who is still 3 points less than what he is going to earn because he got the man of the match, would have been a far better captain, and Gundogan would have remained my captain until the end of the week. So that would have been decided, but now I will need to pick a captain for day 2, which is coming underway, and I'm going for Bellingham. He's the other guy that I picked for a hit, so he was the best player in the England's team in match day 1. So I believe, especially against Denmark, who are going to be a tougher opposition than Serbia, still he's going to be the best player, and yeah, that's why I'm going to captain him and going to select him. The hit didn't pay out, but now my players are earning points. I'm looking better in the grand scheme of things, but 13 points more or 14 without a hit 18 would have been in hindsight better. But yeah, we learn from our mistakes and we keep going forward. The good thing is we already have a return. Yeah, we have Wirtz who is on a 1 pointer. It would have been pretty much better if he stayed 3 minutes more, but him and Havertz got only 1 pointer this week. It was between him and Havertz, to be honest, to be coming into the side. So basically, the coin flip didn't matter. And I am much so delighted with the things that I've done with the squad. Yeah, next week I'm on. So for match day 3, that's the not the biggest surprise here, but I'm activating my limitless chip. And today I'm going to go through some early tips for that thing. Let's discuss first the games. Croatia and Albania. I was so disappointed in that game. Both teams look awful. I didn't like how they played. Hungary improved massively. Germany were the better side as well here, but Hungary got their chances. Scotland and Switzerland, I expected more from Swiss players, but still a draw, and I believe that's them qualified, even if they lose their last game against Germany. I don't see Scotland scoring so many goals that the goal difference between them becomes in favor of Swiss, and Swiss become third team in the group. Even if Hungary wins and Switzerland loses, Switzerland is going to be the second team out of the group. So pretty much they are out. So yeah, there is supposed to be a miracle happening for them not to be out, but yeah, they're pretty straightforward through, and they're the best four team that they're going. That not the best. The team with the 4 points, they're in my opinion in second place. So the last game between Hungary and Scotland is going to be the decider, and Germany and Swiss will just play for the first place. And I believe Germany is winning. The good thing about that is for match day 3, if we look at it, if we go to matches and we go to match day 3, we'll see the lineup for Germany, so we can prepare that the best way possible. Now let's go and make transfers. The thing that I'm going to do for sure is activate a chip. The chip that I'm going to activate is going to be the limitless one. Yes, I can pick a wild card or limitless, but here the good thing about the wildcard chip to be saved is I'm going to use it before the quarterfinals. That means that I can focus solely on the round of 16 without caring even who advances or who not, and do not care about the bracket or something like that, and then activate the wildcard. And when I get the wildcard, if there is a weaker team that I can focus my power against, I will go that way. I will know where the bracket is lying. If there's some surprises during the round of 16, I can swap them like that. Then the transfers will be more than enough to prepare for the semifinals and the final. But if I use the limitless, then I will then have to address my round of 16 squad and to fix them with 5 or 6 transfers was it for the semifinal, which may not be enough. While from quarterfinals, basically from 8 teams to 4, it's going to be way easier than from 16 to 4. So I will be able to spread my funds everywhere in those fixtures. So the Limitless chip is going to be active now. I know that this is not something that is going to be in such a high demand because uh, a lot of the teams are winning the games and most of the teams are already qualified. So if we go to the groups, and it's not going to be so tough for them to qualify like Spain versus Italy. Yeah, maybe Italy will lose against Spain and maybe we will get to pick some Italy players in order for them to qualify. I see England qualifying tomorrow basically. I see Netherlands or France losing that game, so I may be able to focus on the last game for one of those sides. Here, the Belgium team, the good thing is that we are going to pick Belgium players, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. And here, between Turkey and Portugal, I see Portugal getting a win against Turkey, and in the last game against Georgia, they will rotate the squad. So that will mean that maybe I can get a cheeky attacker from their side against Georgia, who has his minutes limited, and maybe they will decide who to play there. But still, we need to see how they're going to perform. But now let's activate the limitless chip. Unlimited transfers, unlimited budget. Once the match day is over, your team will go back to how it was before. The good thing about using the limitless now is such hidden gems like Mittelstadt, Faes, even players like maybe Wirtz, Gundogan, who are going to be in demand for the round of 16. I'm going to keep them in the squad, and even if I forget by some miracle to adjust my squad before the changes of prices happen, I will have them I will have them back into the squad. So I'm playing my limitless chip, so I'm activating it here. Can I not activate it? You already used your limited chip, so yeah, you cannot cancel it. Basically, now we need to focus on teams that what I think is going to happen. So let's remove everyone. Germany have already qualified. I mean, if not if that is the case, and I believe they're having a day off for the better players. So I see Musiala, I see Gundogan, I see Kroos being benched, I see Havertz. So I suspect um, Sane to be playing, Fürklük to be playing. I expect Gross to be playing, maybe some changes in defense. So a lot of things are going to change. But basically, let's go now with the squad that I am for sure knowing that they will play, and then we will build the team onwards. So the thing for sure that is going to have a must win is Belgium. And with Belgium, now with unlimited funds, we can do whatever we like. So immediately we add KDB and we immediately add Romeo Lukaku back into the squad, and we will return Fires. Even though I have an unlimited budget, this guy is amazing, and maybe I can improve him to Castan, but yeah, let's improve him to Castan. Let's have the fullback. So basically going into defense. He got a 3-pointer while he got a 5-pointer Fires. So he got 3 ball recoveries, which is not enough, while Fires got 9. So the other defender is this the Bast. Sorry, we don't know what's the state of Teeth or Vertonghen. So the Bast. Sorry, I wanted to see his. Yeah, he got 9 ball recoveries as well. So let's keep Fires for now, as he's the most nailed, and he got a pretty good game against Slovakia. Even though they lost, it was a good game for them. Now, even though Germany have qualified for the next round, they will need the first place. And even though they will rotate some of the players, I believe some of the players will stay into the frame. And the players that I suspect that will come into the frame for sure is a guy that I've already mentioned. And let's go and remove the Belgium team. And let's go and select midfielders. So from the midfielders, I suspect Sane to come in, Gross to be playing, and maybe Emre Can. But for sure, so Robert Andre has 0 points. Oh yeah, yellow card. Okay, so they haven't updated this, but yeah, I will be adding Leroy Sané into the frame. I see him starting that game. I see him playing out of the wing and I need a German player, so he's going to be the neo-German player for now. I may look for a defender when the squads are out, but for now, let's keep it simple. So, speaking about a must-win game, is going to be Croatia against Italy and Albania against Spain. I don't expect anything from Croatia or Albania, but I expect Spain to have qualified above Italy. So I suspect Italy will need to win the last game against Croatia. So I will return Di Marco immediately, and I will go and select an Italy player that is going to be into the squad. Barella is a great shout out because he has been scoring a lot. Fratesi is a great shout out because he has been scoring a lot of goals. But the guy that interests me the most is Chiesa. Chiesa has been amazing. I know that he hasn't provided anything, but still he has been playing very well. Raspadori, I didn't, Skamaka, sorry, I didn't like how he played. He was wasteful a bit, but Chiesa for me is their best player in attack, so I'm willing to take a risk on him. Going into the next group with the favorites, it's Netherlands and France that I want to discuss, and I believe Netherlands are the team that will need the win because France will beat them. So that means that I will need two players at least from the Netherlands, and this time I'm not going to go for Van Dijk, even though he has a higher price or something like that. I will go for a player by the name of, drumroll please, Ake. For me, Ake has been amazing. 2 assists already, 3 balls recovered. He's playing in that left back, but he's coming in. If I had to go once again, I would pick Ake. If I just watched a little bit of more of preseason because he is playing well. So, yeah, this looks alright with Ake, and then I'm going to go to the forward line, and it's a conflict between Gakpo and Depay, but for the sake of it, let's go for Gakpo. They're the same budget, so it doesn't matter. For now, the budget doesn't matter, but it's a Dutch striker that is going to come up front. Now we have most of the squads qualified here. Next up is going to be Belgium is already set, and next up is going to be Turkey. In my opinion, if by any chance Turkey beat Portugal, it's going to be easier because I'm going to put back Bruno. I'm going to pick Cancelo. I may go instead of Chiesa, go with Ronaldo. I may still go for Lewandowski, even though they will face France team. France team is going to be with reserves. I believe if they're not, I'm picking French player immediately. So yeah, I'm picking here the favorites to win the game, and then I'm putting the players from the other teams. But during the week, we can adjust that squad. But the thing that I believe is going to happen is we will need a Turkish player, and I have the best player from their side in my mind, and that is Arda Güler. He did pretty well. I expected him to do well, but he scored a wonder goal for such a young boy, and having a 6 million player. I know that the budget is not the issue, but this player played amazingly well, and I'm happy to invest in him. So basically, I've got to from almost all of the best second place teams, apart from a team called Denmark. I know that they still are yet to face England. If they beat England by any chance, the English player will be the focus. But no, for now, Christian Eriksen comes into the frame. He's good. He is on set pieces. He has scored just a goal, and he is doing amazingly well. Going into the last fixture, they're going to face Serbia, and I don't think Serbia are scoring a goal against them. So here I'm going to rely on their goalkeeper as well, and that goalkeeper is Kasper Schmeichel. For me, in the defensive department, they will face shots from Serbia, but Schmeichel will keep the clean sheet for himself. Looking at the fixtures, we will need someone else from that day. And I believe that Slovakia against Romania is going to be a tricky game, but not so tricky not to go for a Slovakian player, as if Slovakia by any chance beat Ukraine in second week, there might be rotation, but if they don't, they will need to get a result against Romania, and I know Romania have just defeated Ukraine, but I believe that the Slovakian defense is good, and I will go for their goalkeeper for now, at least. Or I can go for a Swiss player, but the Swiss player that I'm going to go for, I'm not really willing to go for a Swiss player because they're facing Germany. So I'm picking Dubravka here, let's say. I can go for a more expensive player, but Portuguese. Maybe they will replace Costa. We don't know how it's going to go, so I'm basing my things on the information that I have now. So you have to tune in during the week to see my real Limitless draft. I will prepare it better tomorrow when we have 3 more matches being played. We will know which team advances, which team will have to play for something. So yeah, we have a lot of things to do there. Looking at the fixtures realistically, I like how Hungary looks, and I'm really willing to give Soboswai another chance. He looked more dangerous today, especially in the first half, so I'm really willing to give him the last spot in my midfield position. And now we need to get really good defenders. I believe that England playing Slovenia may as well target some fixtures, but who's playing there? Anthony Gordon, Palmer, Eze, Watkins in defensive rotations. What's going on there? They have too many important players, and those are players that we will need to fight for something. Apart from Sane, but still players that we will need to fight for something. Here I will pick a German defender no matter what. So they will face the Swiss guys, and I will pick a German defender. So that's a German placeholder. Don't care about the price, don't care about anything. I will just pick the best player from that day. We will know the lineup, so we will be all right there. And now we need to select one last defender. And by the looks of it, France, I'm not willing to risk it. Netherlands, I already have one. So Ukraine, I'm not willing to risk it. Albania, Spain, Croatia, Italy. I'm willing to risk it on a Spanish player. And that Spanish player name is, if they win, it's going to be none other than um, wait a second. I won't surprise many of you, but the defender name is going to be Grimaldo. If they have qualified, I believe Grimaldo is starting that game, and with him starting, I believe they're going to attack a lot from that left back position. And I believe this looks like a pretty nice initial draft with the information that we have so far. Like German players, Soboswai, and Belgian players are going to be there for sure, because Germany, I like how they play. Maybe I will, if a big team loses and they will need a victory, I will improve the German players to their team. But still, I pretty much enjoy the draft a lot. I don't know how expensive it is, or if you can reach it with a wild card. I would recommend the Limitless if you have both of the chips. So yeah, reviewing the transfers, confirming the transfers, and we have our. So the captain is going to be Soboswai. Let's sub him in immediately, and the captain is going to be him for the first fixture. Yeah, the rest of the guys play on the second day at least. So yeah, that looks like the first initial draft that we're doing. Let's see how it goes in the second day. Let's see how the rest of the fixtures turn out, because March Day 2 has just begun. We have 2 more groups wrapping up tomorrow, so we will know the info about them, and then it's only 2 days left to the deadline. So if you want to see how my Limitless draft is going during that week, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video, comment if you have any questions. I know that this doesn't look the most exciting of drafts, but still, I believe it's the right time to use one of your chips, because you have a lot of teams fighting for something and a lot of teams that are already qualified, so you can make the rotations and then start again with a clean slate going into match day 4, being the round of 16. So for now, that will be for match day 3 day 1 preparation. I hope you enjoyed, but for now guys, I'll be heading out. Bye.